I'm Ariana Grande.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Erivo.
And you're listening to the Broadway Podcast Network.
Visit bpn.fm to discover more.
There's a cat over here. There's a cat over there. And the wrong one died. And the wrong one died.
Welcome to The Wrong Cat Died, the podcast breakdown of the catastrophe. I'm your host, Mike Abrams, and today we have a special guest. She starred as Jellylorum in the 2016 Broadway revival. Welcome, Sara Jean Ford, and thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to start with my first question that I kind of always like to ask, which was, What was your history and knowledge of cats prior to being on the show? Had you seen it? Did you see it as a kid? What was your familiarity with it?
Okay. I remember telling these stories, and I'm telling it again. I hated cats, but I didn't know it. You know, I was judging it before I knew it. And I was just like, ugh. I don't know. I think I wanted to have an opinion at a very young age, you know, about my craft.
Had you seen it before?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you just hated it.
I refused to
you hated
like
the theory
it.
of it.
Yes. You know, like those people that did that with Rent. You know those people. So I did it with cats, and my mom would always be like, "Oh my God, we should get this soundtrack, Sara." Like at Blockbuster. You know, we'd go to Blockbuster and pick out CDs, and I'd be like, "Sick, Mom. I don't want cats."
Well, you didn't go as a kid, though. That's key.
Absolutely not. No, I did not. I did Phantom, and I did Forever Plaid, of course. But then I got the audition, and then I was like, I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
I knew pretty much right away.
And then how did your mindset shift right away?
Well, it had to. I mean, as an actor, obviously, I'm like, I have to believe in what I'm doing, and I have to really invest and be, I like being creative. And I remember before rehearsal started, I was like, Trevor Nunn better have us on our knees, meowing and catting for a week. And we did.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we did. And it was genius.
Before your rehearsals, did you watch any of the other versions?
Yeah, Tyler Haynes and Tyler is my best friend, my BFF. He and I sat down and we watched it sober.
Okay.
Stone cold sober. And we were like, but I felt like I was high, when I watched it.
Yeah.
But when I was watching it, I think at one point at the same time, we were like, what the, can I curse on here?
Yeah, sure.
I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And he was like, Sara, what are we doing right now?
The first time I saw it was I think the movie, it's with, This Is 40 maybe? Or the one where, is it, oh my God, now I'm drawing a blank on who. They go to see Cirque du Soleil in Vegas and they take a bunch of drugs.
Oh, right.
And
yes.
I
it's
felt that when I saw it, that I saw a matinee on a Saturday, and I was like, right. I should have. I was way too sober to see this the first time I saw it.
Yes. I often made jokes about starting a business out of the stage door selling catnip, and it would just be pot brownies. Yeah. And then I was going to start it at the stage door and be like, you have to take it a half hour so it sets in right when this time happens. And I had all these dreams of doing it. And then I was like, I will go to prison if I get caught. I'm dealing from, I will get blacklisted from the Broadway community. I was like, that could be a great thing. I would have sudden stardom.
So that's something that, yes, I love it. That's something that I did want to ask about, which is, if you're advocating needing drugs to see this show, why do so many parents bring children?
Because children don't need drugs to be that happy and that in the moment and present.
But there's so much about this show that's not age appropriate.
Absolutely not. There's nothing appropriate about anything. Yeah. I'm a mom. I watch everything. And I'm everything sucks.
Would you bring your kids?
Yeah, my 3-year-old daughter came.
You saw
me as Jellylorum.
Well, okay.
She had a very...
But you were in it. That's different to see mom.
Yeah.
What about in 3 years, 5 years? The traveling shows is going on. Would you bring... You're not in it anymore. Would you bring your kids?
Well, no, I'm not going to go see that show right now. I'm sorry. I have no desire right now. Maybe I will later when I'm like, I want to revisit that moment of my life. But no, I have no desire to take my kid. I mean, do we talk about the movie? Like everyone's like, "Oh my God, what's your opinion on the movie?" And I'm like, guys, it's Cats. Like it's like a weird show. Of course, it's gonna look weird. Like it's Cats. If it came out right now, people would be like, "What?" But at the time, I think the time needed it. Like there was something about that, just like 80s, just like yeah. I mean, like it's like 80s. You know what I mean?
So how would you describe the show to someone who's never seen it? If it is, I mean, 80s is a good description, but how would you describe the story? Because I think that's going to be the challenge for the moviegoers.
Yeah.
The plot's loose.
Well, and then like the little secrets of like the Cats, journey is that like every original cast member came up with like a very, very intense backstory for each and every one of them. And they all like really justified whatever story that was that they themselves were telling. And then in every company from then on, they would be encouraged to find a new story within the like building blocks of whatever they had created, which was essentially that we were sort of like a little cat village and we knew each other. And then somehow, and there was like a caretaker and a cleaning cat and, the one that sort of is like the prince of them all. And then there's the bad boy. And then there was Grizabella, and she did something that we all detested. She had done something. She had been someone. She had been someone to each and every one of us that we all just disliked so much that we turned on her.
And then accepted her, though.
And then the youngest of us said, hey, like, I want to be like her. And then suddenly we realized, oh, like, we're teaching our children, like, to not accept those that are different than us and that have been through hardship and trauma.
So you think there is a full message in there?
I have to, because I did it for a while.
Yeah.
So I had to believe in it every night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Jellylorum and Grizabella were sisters in my world, and Grizabella stole my only chance at love, and I never loved again, and I just became a weird nurse cat to this old
love with Bustifer.
No, I wasn't.
That's the rumor. We can get into all the family tree of sorts.
Well, I did have sort of like a thing for him when I did it, but yeah. Because
that's the rumors that Grizabella and Bustifer were friends growing up, and then you were friends with Grizabella.
I was sisters with her in my world.
Okay,
I was
sisters.
Yeah.
And then something happened, which
now,
one of the rumors.
What is this rumor from?
Oh, there's rumors. There's a lot of rumors.
But they're
online.
not from our particular version, is what I'm saying. Every particular cast comes up with their own.
I would love
that they can,
somebody to tell me any version.
Right.
Because I'm trying to break them down.
And here's the thing. And then you get new cast members and suddenly they're not in on that like idea. We haven't all sat down and said like, okay, this is who we are to each other, and then things change and everything kind of gets wonky. I mean, I left the show for 9 months in the middle of I opened it and then I left to go do a show out of town. And then when I came back, my track opened back up and I was like, sure, I'll go back in. And it was so hard, but it was a different cast completely almost.
Yeah. So what was your backstory when you wrote your story for Jelly?
Jelly, well, because of Tyler Haynes being in the production and us knowing each other for 18 years, like we just fed off of each other, and we had like we were buddies, like we were super buddies, and we grew up together, and we both sort of like came up with it together, but like I was Grizabella, I was sisters with Grizabella. I mean, like we're cats, like we're probably all related.
Yeah, there's a lot of dotted lines in this family tree.
Yeah, and they're like so much incest. Let's get real. But like so we all sort of grew up together, the three of us, and we Tyler has a whole thing about Gus. Like Gus was our family as well. He was a part of our family.
There's a rumor that like a few of you, including you, I'm trying to think who else, that were actually part of a family's house. Like you were house cats. And you broke out for the ball. Well,
we also all have this like question, like I have a collar. So
that's what it is. Everyone who has a collar, I think that was how that theory was
right.
derived.
But they all sort of have a collar. Like I feel like everyone has a collar. Don't they?
I don't think. I don't know. I've seen this show twice. That's part of the reason I'm breaking this down is because I had traumatic experiences in my two times, and I'm trying to, as a theater outsider, really trying to figure out what's happening here.
Did you see it as a kid?
No. Oh. And I'm grateful. My mom brought my sister, and I'm grateful I was not brought because I was not expecting anybody to come into the crowd as an adult.
Oh, it's absolutely
horrifying.
horrifying.
It was horrifying for me. So I can't imagine as a child.
Did you see our production?
I did. I saw the last preview.
Wow. I might have gotten in your face. Yeah. I made a kid cry one day, and I think I was just like, it was like previews. So we were like rehearsing during the day and then doing the show at night. And I was just tired. Guys, I was like a new single mom at the time with a 3-year-old at home. So I was like a just turned 3-year-old. What was I doing? And I was like, just eating so much food and just like shaking in the corner. Like we all were. We were just dead by the end of that process because it was the hardest. It was like war. We went through war together. Anyways, and I went into the audience with my green eyes, which was a job that I fought for, P.S. I was like, Trevor, make me one of those. I will live my life. I will live my best life no. And I got out there and I was like, this is terrible. Why did I choose this awful job to like just scare people? Anyways, and I got in a little girl's face and I made her cry and I started crying. I started crying because I was so tired and I was just like, oh, and I'm a mom and it was great. It gave me a lot to work with, Yeah. I was like really invested in my performance that night.
Again, why are children at this show?
I don't know. I don't know.
You made a kid cry.
Yeah.
And that's going to be their cat. They're never going to own an actual cat in their life.
One day I'll find her.
Yeah.
I'll apologize.
So you get a very like sincere, emotional performance in the play. Tell me about. I mean, because I already chatted with Christopher Gurr.
I know.
Tell me about working with him and singing and having that song. I mean, it comes right after intermission, which I thought was an interesting choice to have a very quiet,
I know, it's
emotional song right after everyone gets new drinks and food.
Yeah, it sort of forces them to like listen in a weird way. Like they don't really listen at first, and you can like I can feel them, and I'm like, I can't grab you, and then eventually I get them. So it has to be like she has to be super approachable and like warm and inviting in a way. And so, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Working with Christopher Gurr, I'll start there because he is one of the most delightful humans that has entered into my life. I met him, I think the Christmas before at a party, a friend's party, and we talked about meditation. And I was like, I like you. And then we got the show together, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain that on stage and off stage relationship. It's like one of the most special I've had. I'm getting choked up even thinking about it. He's just like such a lovely human, and we just worked off of each other. It's just one of those relationships. I mean, I've had like maybe a couple of them in my career, and it just tops it. It's like the top. Yeah. So
you've been a part of the cast. If you didn't play Jelly, which character would you want to, like, which performance would you really want to do? Which is,
I mean, I wanted to play Grizabella. Like, I remember sitting there and being like, I would like to play this role. Like, I think I can sing it, and I think I can do this, and this would be a wonderful thing to do. So I would go straight to that, just because, yeah. And then I think I would like to play Demeter. Oh, but more than Demeter, I want to play Monkeystrap.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. The narrator, basically.
Absolutely.
But Demeter's got an interesting story.
Demeter's really cool. I think she would be like really fun. See, here's the silly part though, is like, that's not what my physical life lets me do. I wouldn't be able to dance Demeter or Monkeystrap. No, I could probably dance Andy's a good dancer, but I could probably do that. But I couldn't do what she did.
So not actors, but characters. What's your favorite and least favorite cat?
Right, not actors, characters. Least favorite.
We don't want to go that route.
Least favorite.
And favorite.
Least favorite cat. I feel like I didn't ever like the meow 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 meow, whatever her name is. The what is her name? The one that it touches. No, that's the white cat. But the one that sings, the little one, the Sarah Brightman one.
I have no idea.
Okay, I can't think of it right now.
Why is the least favorite though?
I don't know, because I think she's I think she's underdeveloped.
Okay. My answer is Peter.
I get it.
It's always going to be Peter.
Right, always Peter. I would say my favorite is Monkey Strap.
Okay.
This is the best one. I feel like he would be so fun to play.
He's a little underappreciated.
He could be so cool.
He does have a nice fight scene with McCavity.
Yeah. Staging that was so much fun. I put myself in that number, actually.
Yeah.
I did. I put myself, because I was like, okay, well, I can't stand around in this right now. Like, I have to be. So I learned it, and then I just put myself in it. Like, he never said no, Sarah. And I was
so
like,
you fought.
Okay.
You fought with Monkey Strap.
I didn't fight with him, but yeah, I was in the like that like fun thing. I was in that part. That was fun.
So you talked a little bit about the movie. Are you going to see the movie?
Of course. I think a group of us have talked about seeing it together. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. And we have friends in it. You know, Robbie Fairchild is a lovely friend of mine, and Judi Dench. Just kidding. We're like really best friends. We're just best friends. I don't know. Yeah, I want to support it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
New trailer came out today. I
like when friends have jobs, and I like when people have jobs, and art gets made. You know, it's supposed to make us go "ee" or "yay" or whatever. That's what art's supposed to do. Yeah. So we got to do it.
And you need to get your catnip before you see it.
We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, so my final question, which is the premise of my podcast.
Yes.
Which is that I think Grizabella is the wrong choice to die at the end of the movie.
Right. Okay.
Do you agree with me? And if not, who do you think should have died?
Oh, I mean, old Deuteronomy is like basically on his last leg, so we could probably.
Can he die though? Because he seems like the judge. I feel like he's making the decision.
He's dying.
Yeah.
No, he's dying. I think that was one of the things that we decided on, that he was dying, and because Monkey Strap is the prince, he's sort of the king, and then Rum Tum Tugger and Monkey Strap are brothers. And
I feel like you need to tell us more of the story that you wrote here with your cast.
I don't know if I know that much of it. I'll tell you what I know. They're brothers, and they're like, yeah, that's sort of their father, and he's definitely dying, and Monkey Strap is definitely waiting to step into the next position as like sort of like the Gandhi, you know, of the group. I think he's definitely like, he's like the higher power, the Buddha, he's
the one that sits on stage during intermission.
Yeah, takes those pictures with those kids. Yeah. And Q was the best person to do that. Ah, man. And he loved it. He loved every second of it.
I was so confused the first time I saw it because no one went up there.
Oh, yeah. I know.
And so everyone was just staring at him.
Well, we didn't open that up for a while, and the cast fought that tooth and nail. We were like, this is not Disneyland, folks. Yeah. This is a Broadway show. If you're going to make this happen, do it. But, you know, whatever.
Okay, so brothers waiting to take over.
Waiting to take over.
Where does Mungo, Jerry, and Rumple Teaser fit in?
Mungo, Jerry, and Rumple Teaser they're sort of like the bad cats that are like, you know, like they are part of society, but they're just the troublemakers in the society that we sort of have. They're the thieves. Andy Blankenbuehler actually had this like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but he had this like brilliant idea to make them thieve Bustopher Jones and like in a scene and like have them sort of like thieve him and he had an theory that maybe they also worked for McCavity. Yeah.
That's a very big rumor.
Okay.
That McCavity gets his powers from Mr. Mistopheles.
Oh yeah, okay, I like that.
And runs the cat gang. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah.
But that's mostly Mungo, Jerry, and Rumple Teaser.
Right.
And he's in an abusive relationship with Demeter.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm piecing some of this together.
Yeah.
Okay, and then where's Gus fit in for this?
Well, Tyler and I sort of decided that we all sort of like grew up going to the theater, like hanging out with him at the theater, I think. I think there was something about us being cats together. Like we were cats together,
a family. Okay.
And that we've like seen him since he was like a young, like we've all seen him, like the three of us, I think at least Grizabella and Rum Tum Tugger and Jelly. What are our names?
And then there's a rumor that Rum Tum Tugger and Skimbleshanks, the two actors in your revival,
Yes.
had some interesting relationship
Wait,
off stage.
really?
And no one's been able to confirm it or deny it.
Am I supposed to be secretive about this? Why hasn't
I
nobody
don't
really?
know.
No.
No one, everyone said it's not a big deal, but there's a rumor on a fan page that says they had some trouble. Or maybe it was a positive. It was just saying
Between
there's
who?
a Rum Tum Tugger and Skimbleshanks.
No.
Nothing?
No. That's hilarious to me.
Right? So I'll submit the feedback to the rumor mill.
Well, I mean, there's no rumor mill. That's hilarious.
There is a cast rumor mill.
Oh, but I'm sure it's like one person said it. And
It probably it's just me writing it all at this point.
Right. Well, it's like all the like, girl fans of like Sex and the City were like, aren't all of them like in a fight right now? Like all the actors like in a fight. That's like a rumor too.
I hope that people look at Cats the same way they look at Sex and the City.
Of course they do. No, there's no.
Okay.
There's no beef I know of there.
Nothing.
And if I was like going to be silent, then I think then.
Yeah, you just wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, well, I'm going to speak.
No
for them.
comment.
I'm going to speak for them.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Sure, I'm so happy to be here.
How can we find you on social media?
Oh, gosh, my Instagram is @SweetFord. That's good enough. I don't really tweet. I'm not like a tweeter. Mm-mm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this bonus episode with Sara Jean Ford on The Wrong Cat Died, the podcast breakdown of the catastrophe. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Listen and subscribe via bpn.fm/The Wrong Cat Died or wherever you find your podcasts.